Now, good morning, children. I will be explaining you lesson number 8 of Standard 3 Science, that is properties of water. In the previous part, I have explained you about the properties of water, the two parts of solutions, that is solute and solvent, and then water, a good solvent. Now, in the second part, I will explain you about the factors that affect making a solution. There are certain factors which are responsible for making a solution. First one is stirring the solution. When you stir the solution, the solid particles mixes well in water. For example, if we eat sugar or salt in water and mix it with a spoon, we will see it get mixes up easily in water. So this is called stirring the solution. It becomes a solution. Then using hot water. Now if we are using hot water instead of cold and adding certain substances like certain things like sugar or salt and mixing it or stirring it in water, we will see that it will get mixes up very easily, because in hot water it doesn't take much time to get mixed with the water. So in hot or warm water, the solid particles mix faster than in cold water. Then the size of the solute. It depends upon the size of the solute particles. Helps to make solution quickly. Now in this figure you can see two containers are here. This liquid form is called the solvent, and this is called the particles which is at the bottom of this container is called the solutes. Now when we are stirring it, it get mixes up in this water. This solute particles which we have added in this water get mixes up and it becomes a solution. So these are the factors that are responsible for making a solution. Then turn the next page. Here one activity is shown. Here you can see here two containers are there. They have filled up with water there. Now in one container, this girl is adding coarse salt. Coarse salt means the particles of the salt is little bigger in size, and in the next one she is adding fine salt particles, and then she is stirring with spoon. Now when they are doing this, we can see that the first container in which she has added the coarse salt, it will take much time to get mixed up in water. But in the second container where she has added fine salt and mixed it, we will see that solution becomes very solution get mixes up very easily, because here the particles are very fine, but here the particles are little bigger in size. So the fine particles will get up mixes with the water very easily than the coarse salt. So you can do it at home. Then see, when we open a soda bottle, we see bubbles coming out from the bottle. These bubbles are carbon dioxide gas that is dissolved in water. So not only the solid and liquid substance are there, gases too that can dissolve in water. Oxygen is also dissolved in water, which is used by aquatic animals for breathing, like fish. Fish breathe oxygen dissolved in water because it is an aquatic animal, so it breathes oxygen that is dissolved in water. Now we will study about floating and sinking of objects. Floating means the objects that float on water, and sinking object means the objects which are heavier and that get settled down at the bottom of the water. So when we drop some objects in water, some of them sink and some others float. Generally, light objects such as paper, leaves, feathers, etc. float on water, while the heavy objects such as a metal coin, pebble, pencil, needle, etc. sink in water because they are heavier. And the light objects like paper, leaves, feathers, etc. they float in water. So this is floating and sinking of objects. So here again one activity is given. Here this activity you can do it at home, taking a tub and putting water in it, and then you will add different substances or different objects in that, and you will see which one is sinking down and which one is floating in water. So now children, here some key words are given. This also you should learn it by heart, like this, like solute, substance that dissolve in a liquid is called solute. Then solvent, liquid in which solute dissolves is called a solvent. Then solution is the mixture of solvent and solute is called solution. And sink means to move towards the bottom of a liquid, that is the object that sinks down settle down at the bottom of a liquid, then float. To remain on the surface of the liquid means it will not sink, it will float on the surface of the water because it is lighter in weight. So this chapter you go through it properly, read, and in the next class I will be giving you the exercises of this chapter. Thank you.